You know that feeling, right? You're standing in front of your closet, just completely stumped, wondering what on earth you're supposed to wear to work today. Yeah, you're not alone. That line between looking professional and feeling comfortable can feel like walking a tightrope. Well, today we're going to demystify the whole thing. Welcome to the ultimate guide to business casual.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. The term business casual has got to be one of the most confusing things about the modern workplace. I mean, what's cool for a tech startup is going to be totally wrong for a law firm. And now, with so many of us doing hybrid work, the rules just feel like they're changing all the time. So, what does it really mean? All right, first up, we are going to decode what business casual actually is. And we'll get into why it's not just about what you're wearing, but really about how you perform and how people see you at work. The key word here is balance. It's all about finding that sweet spot. You want to look polished and professional, but you don't want the stuffiness that comes with a full suit and tie. It's that perfect middle ground that makes you look professional, but also, approachable. And this isn't just some random fashion trend, there's a real why behind all this. Get this, a study found that a whopping 82% of employees say they feel more productive when they're actually comfortable in their clothes. So this is about way more than just looking the part. It's about feeling ready to do your absolute best work. Okay, so the theory is great, but let's get practical. What do you actually need in your closet? In this next section, we're going to build your core wardrobe from the ground up. These are the essential staples that will make getting dressed foolproof. For the guys, the goal is classic and well-fitting. So you're going to swap those full suit pants for some nice slacks or chinos. And here's a fantastic tip. Layering a fine knit sweater over a collared shirt, it's such an easy way to look sharp without being too formal. And here's a non-negotiable rule. Absolutely no white athletic socks. Just don't. Now for women, there's often a bit more flexibility, especially when it comes to color. But the main focus is still on structure and fit. So think tailored trousers, pencil skirts, or dresses that are an appropriate length. A smart cardigan or a blazer is basically the perfect finishing touch to pull any outfit together for that polished but effortless look. And now, let's get to the part that will save you from any major office fashion disasters. This section is your quick cheat sheet, the absolute do's and don'ts that are designed to make your morning routine a whole lot simpler. We've all seen those outfits that lean a little too casual and not nearly enough business. The single biggest mistake people make is forgetting that how you present yourself is a form of communication. So these next two slides are going to give you some really clear boundaries so your style always sends the right message. This chart lays it all out perfectly. For men, chinos and collared shirts are a safe bet, a definite yes. But hoodies and athletic sneakers, that's a clear no. Now you gotta pay close attention to that maybe column. Things like dark jeans or smart sneakers really depend on your office culture. The golden rule here? If you're in doubt, just don't do it. And the same principles apply for women. Professionalism is always key. Trousers and blouses are in, crop tops and super short skirts are out. And a major no that really can't be stressed enough is looking unkempt. Wrinkled clothes are a no-go. Presentation matters. And just like with the men's guide, things like leggings and jeans fall into that tricky maybe zone. You've really got to get a feel for your office before you go there. All right, let's move on to some real-world situations. The modern workplace has all these unique challenges, from remote work to casual Fridays. So here, we're going to tackle the most common scenarios that always seem to cause confusion. This is it. Probably the number one question everyone has. I mean, the rise of denim in the workplace has blurred so many lines, so what's the final verdict here? Well, the simple answer is there isn't one. It really depends. In a more creative industry, clean, dark-wash jeans with no rips, they might be perfectly fine. But the definitive rule is this. If you're new or you're just not sure, avoid them. Just go with chinos or slacks instead. It is always better to be slightly overdressed than underdressed. Always. Ah, the work-from-home uniform. We've all been tempted by the sweatpants all-day lifestyle, right? But what happens when you have to be on camera? What's the expectation then? The key here is just to always be camera ready. For video calls, the rule of thumb is business casual from the waist up. A simple, neat shirt instantly changes how you come across. And here's a pro tip for you. Always keep a blazer on the back of your chair. That way you can just throw it on in 2 seconds and look perfectly polished for that surprise call with your boss. Okay, this one is high stakes. You've landed an interview at a company that has a business casual dress code. What in the world do you wear to make the perfect first impression?
Listen, even if the company's daily vibe is super relaxed, for an interview, you always level up. Overdressing just slightly shows respect, and it signals that you're really serious about the opportunity. For men, this probably means adding a jacket. For women, think polished, tailored pieces. And do not forget, this rule applies just as much to Zoom interviews.
And just when you think you've finally figured it all out, along comes Casual Friday to add a whole new layer of confusion. How casual is too casual?
Your best bet here is to just take your cues from the company leadership, see what they're wearing, and never, ever forget that the first word in business casual is business. Even on a Friday, you're representing the company, so you need to look ready for anything, including a surprise client call. Okay, let's bring this all home. The thing to remember is that your clothing isn't just fabric. It's a tool. It's a tool that can give you a real professional edge and a daily boost of confidence.
So here is a simple but really powerful strategy to use every single day. 1, look at your calendar in the morning. 2, match your outfit to whatever your schedule is that day. And 3, always keep a smart jacket handy. Just think of it as your secret weapon for instant professionalism.
Ultimately, it all just comes down to that classic advice. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Your clothes send a message about your ambition and your professionalism. So whether you're in the office, at home, or in an interview, just ask yourself, what outfit shows me at my absolute best? You get that right, and you'll always make the right impression.